Booking a low-cost flight is beginning to feel a lot like gambling, with the advantage that the amount you have to put up front is ridiculously small, which is one reason why Ryanair will probably survive the latest blow to its reputation, along with its size and maturity. Monarch was by no means young. Of course, it launched in 1967, but compared to Ryanair it was a minnow, struggling in an increasingly crowded market and serving a number of destinations that had lost their appeal due to terrorism and political unrest, such as Egypt, Tunisia, and Turkey. Monarch's long history underlines the fact that, while budget airlines feel like a recent phenomenon, they've been around for years in some shape or form. Iceland's Loftleiðir launched the first low-cost flight across the Atlantic, from New York to Luxembourg, in 1955. In the 1970s, the charter airline Portline dressed its cabin staff in Mary Quant, but sold salads or sandwiches from coin-operated cubbyholes in the backs of its seats. And of course, there was Freddie Laker, the wily entrepreneur who launched the cut-price transatlantic service Skytrain in 1977. The big carriers slashed their own fares to put him out of business. But by the time of its demise in 1982, Skytrain had proved that most people gave not a jot for free meals, movies, or extra legroom if they could fly for less. The runway was cleared for Ryanair. The elements of the low-cost model are more or less visible to passengers. They include single-class service, the use of secondary airports that charge lower landing fees, the glamour of the Luton to Beauvais run, deploying staff in multiple roles, reclining seats, and additional charges for checked bags, on-board snacks. Just about everything, in fact. Behind the scenes, low-cost airlines also hedge on fuel costs by buying in bulk while prices are low, and push for modifications in aircraft design that allow for more seats inside and reduced drag outside. Ryanair was started in 1984 by a group of Irish businessmen, including Tony Ryan, founder of aircraft leasing company Guinness Peak Aviation. It began flying between Waterford and Gatwick Airport to compete with British Airways and Aer Lingus, adding the Dublin-Luton route in 1986. The true mastermind of Ryanair's paired-to-the-bone service was its CEO, Michael O'Leary, who had been keeping an eye on us low-cost operators like Southwest. In 1990, Ryanair relaunched as Europe's first low-fares airline, according to the history section of its own website. Its innovations included high-frequency flights, moving to a single aircraft fleet type, and scrapping free drinks and expensive meals on board. In 1992, the European Union deregulated the airline industry, allowing European carriers to greatly increase their scheduled services across the region, an opportunity Ryanair seized. Then came another game changer, the Internet.